What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. Today is what? The 7th of June or the 8th? It's the 8th. Happy Tuesday, guys. I hope everybody is having a great day. So I'm out here about to get my hair done, so don't mind me looking like Jazz off of Fresh Prince. Don't mind the hair right now, but it is super soft. I just have in her Naturals leave-in conditioner in it, and it's got it super soft. But I plan to get my hair braided. It's been long enough to get it done. But the area that I'm in is the same street that I grew up on when I was a kid. So like from when I was 5 years old, not 5 years old, I don't know, kindergarten, five years old, kindergarten, I stayed with my grandma. And then I guess when I was going into the first grade up into the fourth grade, I stayed with my dad and his girlfriend at the time of 10 years. And so I'm just out here. Before I came out here, I didn't feel no type of way, but today I'm feeling a type of way. Okay, I'm trying not to get emotional because I've been strong all this time. But I just wanted to let y'all know, like, when you have kids and you're no longer with the child's mother or father, you know, and then y'all start to get into a whole new relationship, make sure that person is about your kids. Like, literally loves their kids. Like, and loves your kids. You know what I'm saying? Loves their kids and loves your kids. Okay, both. Just make sure that they really, truly love their kids. Because most step parents can care less about that child that has came in, the bonus kid. There's a lot of great step parents, but a lot of horrible step parents. Okay, and as kids are so innocent. They don't know, you know, what they're doing. And just to treat them like trash is what some step parents do. Okay, a lot of step parents do, and they do it while the other parent of that child is not around most times. So that child is little and they might be afraid to tell. I mean, some of these kids though, some of these kids be bad, you know, not even bad. Let's cut the word bad out. Okay, that's not even a good word to use. Some of these kids are advanced, okay, where they know to tell, or just to let their parents know that, so they know to tell their parents if something was to happen. But there's a lot of threatening step parents that may threaten a child to where they're scared to tell, you know. Or it just might be, you know, like a lot of men are blind, okay? They just want to be loved by the woman, or just, I don't know. And so if they have a child that they're bringing into a relationship with a, you know, a step parent or whatever, they might not see or be paying attention to what is going on because they might be at work. They might, you know, just men, they run different than women. So I'm out here where, like I said, where I grew up at from first grade to fourth grade. So it's on the south side of Columbus. And so my dad, I don't know, yeah. So there was this first story time that it is. This would be my second story time if y'all didn't know. Well, I'm sitting here waiting to get my hair done, but so I'm gonna try to make it quick because I don't know, you know, it's at 12, it's about 11:45 right now, so we got 15 minutes to chitty chat, okay? But like I was saying though, so in my last story time, I was like basically letting y'all know my mother passed away, you know, at a young age when I was little, like what, 1 year old, 14 months. So my dad, he ended up raising me and my grandmother. Trying to get emotional. I'm glad I got my glasses on though, so I can't see the The ugliness, okay? But knowing I can get through this. Okay, so she'll be 3 minutes. So hopefully I can like try to get through this in 3 minutes. I was looking at the text. And so, because she was braiding my hairdresser, that's technically. So anyway, so growing up out here, you know, like I said, so my dad, he raised me. So at first I was with my grandmother. My dad wanted to raise me or whatnot. So my grandmother, you know, being my dad's child, she had to give me, not had to, but, you know, you have to, you know. So my dad was a great father, you know what I'm saying? But he was a hardworking man where he worked construction. Construction keeps you long hours, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, so he just didn't want to be dealt with what was at home, for real. And so he really wasn't there all the time, which led me to be there by myself with Cruella de Vil, okay? Let's just call her that. Let's just call the step-parent Cruella de Vil, okay? That's her name. And it was hell, okay? It was literally hell. So I'm just out here, like, getting all emotional. My anxiety kicked in. Can I wear one? Nah, I mean, do I want to fight? No, honestly, like, God has been so good to me where he's led me to get past it, where it's not, I'm just dwelling on that situation, you know what I'm saying? But literally, it was times where she was so mean, where she used to hate when I went over my grandmother's house, you know? Like, it would be like times when my dad would be like, yeah, you go to your grandmother's house, and I would go to my grandma's. I remember a time where my aunt had one arm, she had another arm, and I'm going back and forth like this, okay? I'm going back and forth just like that. Because my aunt, like, nah, her dad can come and get her if she has to leave. And she's like, no, she's coming with me. Like, she was so mean. She smacked me, okay? She told me to put either the shoes in the box or the shoes in the bag, and I did the opposite. I'm 9 years old. She yelled at me, told me I didn't do it right, and smacked me. And I ran outside. My dad was outside cutting grass. I ran outside. I told my dad, and straight let my dad know. My dad came in there, and they argued or whatever like that, but she was hell. And, like, she was definitely no woman, I just, you know, like, for raising a daughter, you know? And so I used to have to do my own hair. At those ages, what, 7, 8, 9, you should, like, some kids like to be independent, do their own hair, but I got a lot of school pictures. I'm gonna have to put one here. Oh my God. Got a lot of school pictures where my hair is looking like boo-boo the fool, okay? Period. And because she didn't take the time to love me and raise me, like, really bring me in. And I just want, like, my story gets deep, you know what I'm saying, on that whole situation, but I'm not trying to get deep. Plus, I got 3 minutes. Probably got 2 now. But the worst part as well is she had a son. She had a son who was in high school who liked little girls. Disgusting! Okay? And he used to beat me up. I remember getting pushed down the steps. You know what I'm saying? And it would be like, if you tell anybody, I'm going to beat you up. And of course, when him beat me up, I'm going to not tell. But I like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, ugh. Like, I had to see him and speak to him. I didn't want to, but I was trying to be the bigger person. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it's not about him. I just want y'all to know, if you're in a relationship, honestly, if I'm by myself, I'm raising my kids by myself. I don't want no man around. We could co-parent. I don't want no man around, no none of that. You feel me? So I just want to be dolo by myself. I'm like, nobody around my kids. I will start a relationship when I'm 8, when they're 18, if need be. Or I just be like my grandma. My grandma ain't had no man around us. She went on no dates, no nothing. She held it all the way down, okay? She was never lonely, because when you have God, you're never lonely. Facts. When you have God, you're never lonely. And so I just, like I said, I gotta go because I gotta get my hair done. But I just want y'all to know, please know who you are getting in a relationship with, and that they're really gonna love your kids. Because people out here is sneaky and grimy, and they're not gonna love your kids like you love your kids. There's some that do, but there's a lot who don't. And I had to deal with somebody who didn't. You feel me? So it is what it is. But I just wanted to let y'all know that. You feel me? But I gotta go because I gotta get my hair did. Next time y'all see my vlog, my hair will be cute. Okay? Hold up. Because I want her to be like, girl, where you at? But I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I normally be like real funny, cool. But I was just like, I want to do a little story time real quick because I always wanted to get this out and let y'all know how serious it is. Because like I said, I got kids. And I'm a mom now. And I refuse to let anybody watch my kids. Okay? It could be like, people like, I watch kids. Girl, bye. I mean, we good, we tight, but no. I would never. No disrespect to you, but it's just, I got trust issues. You feel me? So I want y'all to also have trust issues, like I said, and know who y'all are bringing into your kids' life, okay? Y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. I'll see y'all later. I'm about to go get my hair did. She has to run to the store real quick, so I got a little bit more time. Y'all probably like, oh, she done wrapped that up real quick. Yeah, I had to. I didn't want to go in there all distressed. No, but one more thing, I just had to jump back on here just to let y'all also know. So I don't want y'all to be like, well, did she ever say anything? Y'all, so I finally had the guts. Like when I got older, I had to be about maybe like 25, 24, whatever like that. After being like in an abusive relationship, that's another story time or whatever. But I just was like trying to get my life all the way together and stuff like that. And so I was just talking to my dad, and look, I'm out here getting real glossy. Look at that sweat, because it's hot. But I ended up telling my dad when I got older, like I said, about 25 maybe or whatever. And so I don't know what he said to them, but her response was, just because Mia's life is effed up, because I was in an abusive relationship, mind y'all, okay? Just because Mia's life is effed up, don't mean she need to come around here effing up somebody else's life. Yes. And I'm like, wow. Cruella de Vil. Oof, Lord. So I have to, because my dad and her had a child, which I have a sibling out of them. Love him to death, you know. It's not his fault or anything like that. But I don't know if he knows or not. I could care less. Because your mama and your brother is trash to me. For real. You know, I try to be respectable. Because, like, you know, now that happened, we have, like I said, I have a brother out of it. My brother has a daughter who makes my niece. And so, like, if it's parties and stuff, with me having girls who's her cousin, of course, they have to attend. I mean, they don't have to. But I try to, you know what I'm saying? So, of course, I'll see them there. And they'll be like, I gotta speak. But I don't really want to be kiki and kaka and cuckoo and none of that, okay? Just a hi, how you doing? Keep it pushing. You know, there was this day, it was at her birthday party, my niece's birthday party, and I had to see them. And my daughter was there, you know, and I literally cringed. Like, I did not want her to even look at my child. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you how good God is. Because like I said in my last vlog, I don't know if y'all watch my vlogs, but as my last vlog, I was saying how petty I am. And I am petty. I'm an Aquarius. We could be as petty as we could be. Okay, once we done, we done. And I know with me being saved and me trying to do right by God, I slip off, but I still be trying to do right, okay? I try not to hold that anger So it's like I do be fake, okay? I don't like to be fake. But there's a time and place where you have to be fake. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want no drama, some people, they don't care. Some people will let loose and be arguing, cussing, fighting, all that out in public. Okay? That'd be some of y'all. But me and how I was raised, I know my grandma did not raise me. And that's the button. I didn't even tell y'all about that. Because y'all probably like, okay, so from first grade to fourth grade, what happened? What happened? So let me tell you how good God is. So let me tell you how good God is. If y'all need prayer work, prayer definitely works. Okay? I come from on my mama's side, a saved family. You know what I'm saying? Like, no cussing, no smoking, no drinking, no living wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, my grandparents, her siblings, my grandmother, her siblings, and stuff like that. And then, like, their kids is on that level, but they might, you know what I'm saying? But then, like, you know what I'm saying, generation to generation, it'd be litty, you know? But we still love God, okay? But we'd be, like, going back and, anyway, that's a whole nother topic. Anyway, so, like I was saying, my family is super, super saved, okay? And so, I love it. I'm like so glad. Like, I wouldn't want to be in no other family but the family that I'm in. Okay. So when I was out of fourth grade, and let me tell y'all, if y'all have kids who was on a right track and then something has slipped and fell back, where they're acting up, and like where maybe you were single at the time, now you've been in a relationship, you might want to see why your child might be acting up over something if you are now in a relationship or something of that nature, because it could be something that you're doing or the other person is doing. Okay. When I lived with my dad, my grades was horrible. I used to have to go to summer school. I was so unhappy. I hated it. I was living a fast life, you know what I'm saying? Because of the things that was done to me, I was living a fast life for a 9-year-old, okay? You know, thinking boys is cute. I shouldn't have been, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that, you know? And so my grades was horrible. I would have to go to summer school just to make it to the next grade, okay? Because I was so unhappy. I wasn't getting the love. And like I said, my dad loved me, but as a man, like, he had to work and he wasn't happy. You know, he was trying to go out and kick it too. So as a man, he really wasn't like, think he was just looking as a woman trying to be there to take care of his child while he ain't there almost. But let me tell you how good God is. So my grandma and her family prayed, prayed. Okay. Took me up to the altar. Anytime, you know what I'm saying, I spent the night with my grandmother. It would be like times I spent the night with my grandma. I did not want to leave. But I won't ever forget it was somebody that like was all in my car. Like, well, hello? Anyway, I won't ever forget when my dad was like, it was the summer of me getting out of fourth grade. You know what I'm saying? My next was fifth. So that summer, he was like, come ride with me. I'm like, all right. You know, I won't ever forget. I was in the kitchen and everything. Come ride with me. I'm like, all right. He was like, so you really want to live with your grandmother? I said, yes. No ifs, ands, buts about it, my nigga. Yes. He was like, all right, I'm gonna let you live with your grandma. When I say guys, pearly gates. It was just the most happiest day of my life. And let me let y'all know how good God is. Because y'all thought I was dumb. Y'all probably was like, no, you just dumb. Because Hooked on Phonics did not work for me, okay? Living with my dad, okay? Because I did have to get on Hooked on Phonics. And it did not work for me because I was not focused. But when I moved with my grandmother, I was so happy. It was just me and her and my aunt. And when I tell y'all, I started getting good grades, started making honor roll. I ain't never seen honor roll when I was with my dad. Life was so much better. Let me tell you how grimy she was. My dad loved my mom. Like, well, that's where he's at, you know. He loved my mom. He was so crazy about her, all that. So he had all these pictures and everything. She was so hateful. She threw out or whatever all my dad's pictures and stuff of my mom. So my daddy had nothing. I'm so glad he woke up, because men don't wake up. You know, as women, we could put a spell on a dude. You know, we could definitely do that. And especially if they're easy to put a spell on. And so, you know what I'm saying, some men be weak where they just, you know what I'm saying, just want a woman. And she wasn't the one to have. But God placed me with the women that I needed to be around. Because I couldn't imagine living life as kid, teens, all throughout the time with my dad and her, if he would have stayed with her. And then been a mother. Good God. Whew. Yeah, we trying to break generational curses, but that one, Lord. And so, I'm just so glad that I know what a mother example looks like from my aunt and my grandmother. For real. So, I'm getting off of here. I would try to make this about 30 minutes of talk time, but I'm getting off of here so I can edit. Because I want y'all to be really seeing me looking all bad, but looking like Steve Harvey from the Harvey Show and whatnot. But I just like, I really do look like I got a crispy edge up and all. But anyway, like I said, y'all just make sure y'all know who y'all have around your kids. Okay, that's it. When it comes to family, friends, significant others, stop trusting any and everybody. Okay, because your kids might have gotten threatened where they can't say nothing. They're afraid until it's too late. Okay, blessings to y'all. When I say blessings to y'all, blessings to y'all all. Y'all be safe. And I will see y'all on the next video where I will be happy. It's just, like I said, this neighborhood. This neighborhood. Let me see if y'all can show y'all. Alright, so this is the street right here. I'm away from the house. The house is over on this side, but it's like further down or whatever. So yeah, y'all. So that's why I just, you know, my anxiety kicked in and I just got emotional real quick. But trust and believe, I'm all good because I got nothing but Jesus. And that's another thing too. Make sure you are praying with your kids and showing them how to pray. Because baby, prayer works. I'm out, y'all.